It's already started.
All right, all right, all right. Hello, everyone from all over. We have a lot of people on the call tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning. I don't know where you're calling from, but we want to welcome you to another exciting company call. As you know, there's a lot of things that we've been working on behind the scenes, which we will talk about today. We also have a mystery guest that we'll be introducing a little later on the webinar, and he will talk about the value and everything and the importance of uh, blowing up CBT and helping every member in crypto bid trade to make as much money as possible. So we have that coming down, in a few minutes. But Ramon, let's start off with just a few updates, what we've been working on. If you want to talk about a little bit of the trading and the mining, and some features that we're going to be adding to CBT, if you want to start that. And
Yes, definitely.
all right.
Thank you, Joe. Welcome everyone to the webinar today. We appreciate you all for being here. We have a lot of great plans for you. I don't know if this is too close. Let me back up a bit. We have a lot of great plans for you guys, for everyone. We are planning a massive growth spurt in the company, within the company. So we have a lot of ideas we want to implement within the company, which we're going to do. We're planning on doing it after the holidays, of course. But just to let everybody know, so that everybody knows, eventually what we're going to do, we're going to have a hard cap. We're going to close the shop when we reach a certain amount of people, and we're going to pay everybody out and then make you guys an elite group for those who are already here, so you're grandfathered in. So keep that in mind. For all of you that are not in, you need to get in as soon as possible, because eventually we're going to add a hard cap where no one else can enter, no more registrations can come through. And the reason for that is we want to be sustainable for years to come. So we're planning on acquiring some more property outside of the country. All right. Give me 1 second. Apologize. All right. I had to mute everybody again. But Joe, you can unmute yourself. Let me see if I can get you. Give me 1 second. This is recording, and we wanted to make sure it was kosher. All right, Joe, I unmuted yourself.
But, yeah, I'm here.
All right. Everybody else muted. That being said, we are planning on acquiring some more land because we're trying to grow our mining facility on a massive level, on a massive scale. We're planning on building it, by the beginning of next year, give or take. That way it could sustain us long term. We have traders, but you know how trading is. Trading is up and down, up and down, up and down. If Bitcoin isn't doing good, altcoins are doing really well. If altcoins ain't doing well, the Bitcoin is doing really well, or vice versa. So trading, if it's volatile, we can make money, great. But consistency is what we need to last for decades. And a lot of these companies are trying to implement that now, where we already started doing that as we speak. So we already have a mining facility. We already started mining, but we need to grow and grow as fast as possible, and to get to a level where it's sustainable within the community, not depending on new members coming in. And that's where we want to get. Obviously, when you first start a business, you have to build capital in order to acquire those whatever it is you need to upgrade the platform and program. Same thing like getting a loan from the house. Everyone has to acquire the funds, then you get the loan, etc. So you get the idea. People get loans from the banks all the time. We're doing it a little differently here as we have a program. But that being said, we want to sustain ourselves CBT for decades, and the only way to constantly do that is to upgrade, to get new programs, adding new software within the system. You're going to see a lot of upgrades and updates with the website. You're going to see a lot more webinars, weekly webinars. We're going to be having that in the beginning of the year. We'll have a couple before the holidays or in between, so you guys can get accustomed to it. And then the new year comes, we're going to really vamp it out, where we have a special guest who is going to really help us grow on a massive level. So I'll let them handle that in a few minutes. But just to kind of explain where we are now, we are growing, we're doing really well, and we want to exceed the growth spurt that we have now. So we have been networking, meeting individuals, speaking with leaders from all around the globe. And that's my son, he just came from school. But we're trying to, keep it as transparent as possible as well, so you guys can hear it from the owners, myself and Joe, and for the leaders around the industry. We want to make sure you guys are comfortable and understand where we are heading, our goals that we are trying to attain and achieve. And this is why we have these webinars in front of you, so you can see it from us, okay? We're not hiding behind a screen. We're not hiding behind a domain. And this is the reason why we're here. So we have a lot of plans for you guys. We have a lot of upgrades that are going to be coming soon on the beginning of the year. But just remember, you want to get in before all that takes place, because if we have a hard cap and you're not in by that time and we meet that hard cap, because I think we're going to have a massive growth spurt once you hear what's coming on this webinar. And then when that happens, you don't want to miss out. If you do, that's it. You're going to have to wait till we open up again. But other than that, that's all I want to say right now. I'm going to pass it back to Joe, and he go take it from here. So thank you. I'm going to unmute you, Joe. There you go.
All right. Can you hear me? All right. Thanks a lot, Ramon. I appreciate it. And, it's good. A lot of people are probably wondering, wait, what do you mean you're going to close down the doors? You're going to have a hard cap, and is this the end of CBT? That's actually the beginning of CBT. And what we're trying to do is, me and Ramon, we speak a lot, day in, day out. Sometimes we stay up all night speaking on the phone. And you should hear our conversations. The only thing that we actually talk about is, besides, keep the company strong and sustainable, the only thing we talk about is how to keep our members happy, how to put more money in their pocket, and this is what we're all about. We're not here to make billions of dollars and make all the money. As you know, we're very, very generous on the binary, and due to a high demand of a lot of leaders and members came to me and said, hey, can we add a smaller package so more people can get in? And that's the reason why we added the CBT starter, because I look at things a little bit different. My mindset maybe is different, and even if a package starts off at 500 or even 1,000, this is starting your own business. When you start your own business, you don't look at the investment. You look at what you can, what you can take from this opportunity and how much money you can make, and bring extra income for you and for your household. So that's the way I look at a business venture. But I understand a lot of people maybe don't have $500 or $1,000. That's fine. Again, we're here to help as many people as we can to come in to Crypto Bitrade. Probably the only transparent opportunity here in the crypto space. And you guys know what's going on over there. There's other big companies there that have 100,000 members, 200,000, 300,000. We don't care for that. We're not here to compete. But I'm going to promise you guys one thing, and I'll guarantee you, we are here to make sure that 100% of our people are making money. And that's way, way better than having 200,000 people in a company and only 5% or 2% is making money, the rest are not. So it doesn't really matter how many members we have and how many packages are being sold. We don't really care for that. We want everyone that took the initiative to trust us and put their money with our company to feel safe and secure, and our job is to make sure that you're going to make money for many, many years to come. So the hard cap that Ramon was talking about, this is just to, if we have a fast growth, then we want to slow it down or maybe just stop it for a little bit, and if we have 5,000 members or 10,000 members or 20,000 members, just to stop the membership and the registration, make sure all the members in the company are making money. Everyone is doubling their money, and we're gonna do as much as we can to make sure to put that money back into your pockets. And after we do that, then we can reopen or relaunch CBT and open it back to new registrations and new memberships being sold for with our company. So that's what really Ramon was talking about. It's not that we are going to shut our doors and not accept any more members. So again, and this is something good for you, because you know that when it comes to an opportunity where the company is for the members and they're willing to close shop temporarily just to make sure the members are making money, that's more safe. That's a safer way to do business. It's more sustainable, and you should be happy because we're not going anywhere. We are making sure that you're gonna make money. So this is what we're doing, and this is what we're focusing on. And the mining project that we're talking about, that Ramon mentioned, we're growing so fast, and we have so many investors that are willing to put towards millions and millions of dollars towards our company, and we already have the business plan. We know where to put that money. We know where to trade it, and where to and where to invest it in our mining operation. So we have everything in place. The business plan is here to stay. As Ramon mentioned, we want to be here decades and decades, not 2 years, not 3 years, a very long time. So this way we can really appreciate what we put together for you guys, and we're really working hard at it. And I don't know if you guys are noticing, Ramon's in the back. There's a few luggages over there. He's planning a trip, a vacation with his family, but at the same time he's going to go on a few business trips, because we already need to start expanding, and we already we have plans to travel within the U.S. and outside the country to start looking to invest in our growth. So we might not be always available on Facebook as we are now, but the support system is still going to work, and everybody in our staff is going to help if there's any issues, any glitches. But we are really we have a very busy schedule. 2018 is going to explode for Crypto Trade and all the members in Crypto Trade. We're looking to make an event, a company event, probably sometime in the beginning of 2018. There's just so much. There's so much that we're doing, and we're very happy. And by the way, the good news is the CBT 1 package, the 1% has started today. Okay, so everything is coded in, and today is the first day that you will start receiving the 1% in CBT 1, that particular package. Okay, so as you can see, we are here to help you grow, but at the same time, it's very important for our members to understand that you need to help us grow as well. And when I say this, I noticed sometimes there's a lot of negativity going around, and people are very impatient, and they're looking for little things to blame any company. And because of the history of cryptocurrency and the programs that came out that have failed, shut their doors, ran away with your money, we are not these kind of people. All right, we are not scammers. We don't have a history of scamming anybody. Ramon is a very successful marketer, and he has a great reputation in the industry, and so do I. And when we came together, we want to keep that reputation. We just stepped up to the plate because we were tired of all these hype programs that offer you and guarantee 4%, 5%, 10% a day. This is all nonsense. You want to make quick money, you want to invest and just take your money back. You can do that, but that's a very big, risk you're taking. So what we mean when we ask you to be patient and help us grow, there's a lot of money that's being traded, but at the same time, there's a lot of money that we're putting aside for our mining project. So, that money is going somewhere. And we do have a reserve fund to pay the 1%. But, also it all depends on the market. We have a different trading strategy that we use. A lot of people ask us, what is your trading strategies? And I will tell you very briefly for you to understand how our trading works. We have contracts with a big company outside the US. Now, that contract with that company is a stable and sustainable contract. So we're not making crazy returns on it. We're getting anywhere between 2 and 3% a day on that contract. So, but because it's stable, it's less risky, but it's more stable. Now we have the risky trades, okay, where we want to get 5, 10% a day or 20% return. That's more risky. So what we're doing is, if I'm just giving you guys an example, if we have $100,000, we don't put $100,000 in with one trader or with one company or in one, with one particular person. We take maybe 10,000, give it to one trader, take another 20,000, give it to another trader. Maybe 50,000 will go to the more sustainable company that we're using, that gives us a consistent returns. That's how we even out. So this way, if we do bad on one or two or three, the fourth one is good. Or if we do bad on one, the other three are good. So we kind of, we're trying to balance out our trades, and we're trying to use a strategic way of keeping the income coming in, but also not risking all of our money in one place. Same thing with the mining. Now the mining is obviously less risky. Everybody knows how mining works, but mining, it takes a long time. It's a long process, but it's more of a I would say it's a foundation, because there'll be always money coming in, new money that we're going to be generating our own coins. Those coins are ours. Those are coming from our machines. We also have a pool that it can be shared in the public. You can see the machines that are being mining from Crypto Bitrate, and that money is more sustainable. But it takes a while. It's not as rewarding as the trading, but we trust the mining more than we trust the trading. However, the reward is more with the trading, not the mining. So we have a strategic way to kind of work the system where we are profiting from the trades, we're profiting from the mining. But right now our focus, as Ramon mentioned, is the mining, because this is more of a sustainable way of bringing a monthly income month after month to Crypto Bitrate. And this is not really depending on any of the members, because one big mistake that every company makes, they depend on money coming in from members. We don't want to depend on anybody. We want to have a source of income that's coming in, besides the memberships, and that's where we sustain the company and have that money to play with in the trades and in the mining. So we have a lot of investors, as I mentioned before. Our partners with Silver Star are also traveling right now, because they have a portfolio of a lot of millions of dollars. We don't want to tell you how much, but when that comes through, we'll tell you exactly, and we can show you the contracts that we're actually taking all that money and we're trading it and we're putting it into our mining operation. So they're doing a good job at that. So Ramon and I are very, very busy. We keep always bringing new things to, what other values we can bring to Crypto Bitrate and to its members. We also working on a software. The software needs to be tweaked a bit, but this software is an automated cryptocurrency software that you can actually use to trade cryptocurrency. And this is something that, a lot of people would appreciate, because if you can trade for yourself and make money for yourself, that's good, but remember where you got that from. Remember where you got that value. Remember where you got that education. Remember where you got that training. It all started with Crypto Bitrate, and this is what it's all about. None of these companies that are out there are teaching you what value is all about. They're not teaching you the importance of trading, the importance of cryptocurrency, the history of Bitcoin and all the other coins on the market. I mean, you need to know all that, and this is where our special guest comes in. Okay, and now I will introduce you to a very, very big name in the industry. Okay, I don't know if this individual wants me to mention which company he's coming from and what companies he actually helped grow in his years of being a master, seasoned affiliate, and a network marketer, I will let him introduce himself and explain to you his background and what he has been doing and what he's about to do with Crypto Bitrate. But I had the honor to sit with him. We had a great steak dinner, and we talked about a lot of things. Ramon was doing a few other things at that time, so he couldn't fly in to New York and meet us in person. But this guy, he's an amazing guy, very smart, and as owners, sometimes it's nice to stay quiet and listen to the other side, especially when they have so much experience and so much to teach and bring so much value. So all I was doing is eating my steak while he was talking. and thanks for that, because I was very hungry, man. I was like, you talk, I'll eat, and then we'll switch. I'll talk and you eat. But he's a great guy, a big heart, an awesome marketer. He's a legend in the industry. And he's going to tell you all about what's coming. And he's going to be actually the face of the company. And what I mean by that is, we're going to do weekly webinars, and he's going to host these webinars. We are going to come on these webinars in the beginning for the first few months. But as I said, me and Ramon are going to do a lot of traveling. We're going to be all over the place. So he's going to basically continue the webinars weekly. He's going to teach you, he's going to educate you, he's going to motivate you, and he's going to show you how you can maximize the comp plan with Crypto Bitrate. And he's going to update you with everything that's going on. So without any further ado, I would like to invite Lloyd Dutson, AKA, he's also known as Big. Let me just find you. Ramon, if you can find him.
You already muted him. He's good to go. He just got to speak.
Oh, Lloyd, are you with us?
Joe, I'm letting you keep digging, a deeper hole there.
All right, guys.
I'm waiting. Yeah, the steak dinner was fantastic. And I appreciate all of you joining us on such short notice for this webinar. But we really wanted to update you on everything that's going on. You guys may have noticed a lot of changes in the last couple of weeks. And, that all comes because I have been in Crypto Bitrate for a while now. And Joe knows that, Ramon knows that. But I like to stay in the background as I test, okay? And these guys both know I have quite a bit of my own money in Crypto Bitrate because I like to test programs. And then I also like to start to speak with the ownership about the program, about their business philosophy, and really start to understand why they created the business they created, why, okay, they chose a model that they chose, and then if I feel that that person is real and transparent, in this case, both Ramon and Joe are, I basically talk to them about ways that we can improve the program for the benefit of their members. So that's been happening in the background. Again, because it's easy for someone like myself to come in and throw in a bunch of members and basically get a lot of commissions and all, but I've never been about that. If anyone knows me, all right, they know that I've been in this industry a short time. My background obviously is one of finance, one on Wall Street. So when I look at a business, I look at sustainability, business model first, but secondary to that, I look at, are the owners, okay, really looking to try to help the everyday person? And the problem that we've had in the past, and I've been part of that, is when you have a business model like, okay, that's been out there in the past, where essentially someone is taking your money and they're, quote, outsourcing it for trading, you're trusting that that actual trading is happening. And in most cases, it wasn't, all right? And whether that be fake screenshots, whether that be fake computers, whatever it may be. And unfortunately, that has given this model in the past a very bad name, which is, the truth is, there's nothing wrong with you or I, as the average person, saying, here, I'm going to give you my money, and you're going to take that money along with everyone else's, and you're going to outsource it to people out there that have expertise in trading, in mining, etc. That's exactly how Wall Street was built. That's how it's run to this day. There are mutual funds built on, guess what? You giving your money to other experts to do what they do, and they give you a return. So there's nothing wrong with the model. It's just that the people were broken. A lot of those people came into it and they saw, listen, if we can show people all these fancy websites and we can show them all these fake trading and all like that, we're going to have money flowing in left and right. And then guess what? The question is, were they doing that for the people, or were they doing it so they could run off with the money? And that's why I always test programs. And again, I've been a victim of those same programs deciding to leave in the middle of the night, much like many of you watching this. And so what I've been doing is trying to find, okay, people first. First, by in the background, and Joe can back me up on this, they didn't know that I was in the program because I went through the back door and I didn't sign up with anyone. I found a way to sign up through admin, okay? Because I didn't want this to be, oh, Big's coming on board, now we're gonna blow it up. I wanted to see the experience from someone like you that comes in, right? With a few, in my case, a few $1,000, but anyone's case, you know, a few $100. And what's the experience like from the very beginning, all right? If you don't know me. So I didn't want special treatment. I wanted to see what was it like. And the thing I noticed right off the bat was that someone like Joe and Ramon are completely transparent. What I love about it, and they talked about it, okay? And as it came on that, oh, hey, that's big, and Joe reached out to me, and Paul, one of the other leaders, reached out to me, and they said, do you want us to let people know that you're on board? And I said, no, I don't. What I want to do is I want to be as if I were a regular person coming on, no notoriety, and let me just see how this works out, and then we'll have a conversation in a month. And so that's what happened last month, where Joe and I got to talking. As he said, Ramon was traveling, and we just basically went back and forth about the business model, the philosophy. And the one thing that held true from the very beginning, as my man Paul told me, listen, if there's anything, you're going to find out that these guys are genuine. Doesn't mean that they're the smartest. No offense, Paul. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. But they're genuine. You see? And when you have people that are transparent about what they're trying to do, then that's the best foundation to build on. So then they basically said to me, Big, is there anything we can do to improve this and make this better for our current members? And that's when we got talking, like Ramon talked about, things that we could tweak. And so you guys are seeing some of that changes in the last couple of weeks for the better. One, okay, as Joe talked about, listen, we don't have traders that trade 7 days a week. Even though cryptocurrency is 24/7, our traders only trade Monday through Friday. So you've seen a small change that enacted as of today that you're going to be paid, okay, on your monies, okay, 5 days, okay, working days. So that the weekend, because again, they're not trading, so we're being transparent with you, okay, that sustainability-wise, okay, we're going to pay you out just like we're earning, which is 5 days a week. So the idea is that your Bitcoin goes in, and then in 200 working days, that's your contract with us, you're going to get back not only your original, but double your Bitcoin, okay? And Joe, Ramon, you guys started to touch on that. How is that done? Well, as we're starting to share with you, one of the main things I said to Joe and Ramon, we've got to be transparent with people and show them actual trading is happening, signed off by the traders. You guys are starting to see that now. Actual contracts signed off by the traders, showing the trades that are done after the fact, obviously. That's transparency. That's what's missing in this industry. Now, the truth is, one of the main things that we talked about that makes all the sense in the world is you guys are right now lucky to be in crypto bit trade. Why do I say lucky? Because you guys took it on faith that these two gentlemen, when they started this company, were going to be real. We're going to be transparent. We're going to do what they said they were going to do, and they've done it the first couple of months here. The beauty is crypto bit trade's only a couple months old, all right? But it is a hard road to hoe, okay, to build a business like this without things getting out of control, like support and follow-up and being able to have people understand that there are going to be ups and downs in this market, because people, like you talked about, Joe, are going to continue to be negative. Like the other day when the blockchain was backed up through the nines because of all the volatility, and people were saying, oh, we can't get paid. That had nothing to do with crypto bit trade, everything to do with the blockchain. So it's our job to not only help you with your monies in crypto bit trade. But as I said to Joe and Ramon, it's our job to start to educate people on exactly how things operate within the cryptocurrency space. Because again, we are crypto bit trade. So that means that it's our job, okay, as leadership. And again, I've been quiet in the background because I want to make sure that what these guys were talking about is doable, okay? And it is. It's doable and sustainable. One of the things that we talked about, and we'll reiterate again over and over and over, is that 1% that we talk about is not guaranteed. It is a benchmark that we shoot for. We shoot for getting you double your Bitcoin in 200 working days. We shoot for 1% every working day. The beauty of that and being able to maintain that, right, that contract with you, is that we are going out there contracting on other revenue sources. And we're doing that slowly but surely. But one of the things that we talked about was, in order to do that, okay, you're lucky, because what's going to happen, I'm telling you right now, as we start to ramp this up, as we start to grow this organically, there are two things that can happen. One, we're going to get all the haters in the world that are going to come in and say, you know, it's complete bullshit. All right. And then we're going to get the other people, right, that are going to turn around and say, you know what, here's an opportunity. And the one thing that we all talked about, Ramon, Joe, and myself, is we've got to have a hard cap. No other business out there says to you, listen, you need to get in because at some point we're going to cap membership. Now, a lot of people would sit there and go, Big, Joe, Ramon, why would you cap membership? Man, you're bringing in thousands of people left and right. Number one thing, sustainability. You see, if we have a contract with you, in order to meet that contract, we want to make sure that we take care of the people who got here first. Not the people who came in and they were the biggest promoters and all like that. No. Joe's a family man. Ramon's a family man. I'm a family man. And we work with everyday people. And the one thing that was missing in this industry, in this business model, right, was taking care of the everyday person. You see, what happened is a lot of these other companies swung toward, oh, let's go out and get the big promoters and the big leaders because they'll ramp this thing up. And guess what? Those big promoters and big leaders, guess what they do? They suck all the money out in bonuses and all that stuff. Okay? That's not what we want. We want a sustainable model so that we can turn around and have you start to understand this space better. We're going to say to you, guess what? Yes, passively, we have passive profits in crypto bit trade, but we're going to start to show you how to trade on your own. We're going to be transparent with the software that's coming, okay? That basically is going to be one of the ways to access trading. All of that is coming, but we have to build a solid foundation first. And that comes from someone like myself coming in and say, listen, I have skin in the game. These guys have no special payout package to me. They don't have a back-end deal or anything like that, all right? Because to me, the most important thing was that we all be transparent, that we're able to show our face, that we stand behind this business model and be upfront with all of you that says, listen, this is the benchmark we're shooting for, that 1%. There's going to be volatility. There may be times that we come to you and say, guys, rough patch here, but we are able to smooth that patch over in the trading, just like Joe talked about, because of all the mining operations we've been building out. The idea is, in business, you always want to be having additional revenue sources. You always want to work toward that. Real estate, as Ramon talked about, when we're talking real estate, we're not talking about going out and purchasing land and all. We're talking about actual mining operations, equipment, things like that. We're also looking at, as you guys, an announcement was made a number of weeks ago, a partnership with Silverstar, so that people can start to understand that you want to diversify your portfolio holdings and risk in things like Forex trading, all right? So obviously, they already have software that allows the trading to go on. Why would we not want to offer that to crypto bit trade on the cryptocurrency side? We would. That's what we're working on. Go one step further. How do we go out and get the word out about crypto bit trade? Well, that's where my job comes in. My job is to make sure that we do get the word out, but we get the word out properly. So I'm taking control of not only the message, but the image, as Joe talked about, to become the face. And if I'm staking my reputation, my face on this company, we need to make sure that the proper message is getting out there in the marketplace. And that proper message is, we're going to be very transparent upfront about how we do it, but we're going to continue to add value. So we're going to have Joe, Ramon, on webinars on a regular basis every single week, right? So that people can see these are real guys. They're everyday people. They're family men. And we're not looking to basically bring in a whole bunch of money, okay, not be accessible and run and hide somewhere, you know, jump on our private jet. You guys still have those private jets, right, Ramon? So the idea is to have you guys understand, listen, all right, we're putting this business model in place. It works as long as people don't get too greedy. So how do you help us with that? You understand that we're going to go through a transition phase here over the next 45 days. What's going to happen is we have to get to making crypto bit trade about community, about family, if you will, right? Because we said this, we're looking at hard cap numbers, you know, 1,000 members, 5,000 members, 10,000 members will be possibly, we'll let you guys know what a hard cap will be. And all that simply means, just like on Wall Street, when you have hedge funds, right, that start to do very well, they make the choice to close membership to new investors so that they can make sure that they have support in place, that they can do what they're doing, okay, with the members that first got in. And we're going to do the same thing. How does that benefit you? Well, that's part of the story that you get to tell to other people that might be interested. We go further and we're going to clarify, okay, because it hasn't been done up until this point. Both Ramon and Joe agree. We're going to clarify and have much more training and videos, succinct videos on the compensation plan and how you can go about maximizing and leveraging that plan in order to help you, guess what, earn more Bitcoin. If you earn more Bitcoin and you put it back into the different programs that we're going to have, that's going to help you do what? Earn more Bitcoin. All right. And so the idea is start to teach people how to put seed money in. And the thing I loved best about this model that Joe and Ramon set up was they automatically put your seed money back out to you. You guys all know the most beautiful thing is you put your money in, and then guess what? Once you're at 0.03, you're being paid out automatically, right? In Bitcoin. So Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. That's the biggest thing that I try to teach people. Seed money in, seed money out. Then you can make a decision if you want to take that seed money and then put it into a different program or a different revenue earning source. That becomes your call. And we want to create value by training people how to do that. So ultimately, the idea is we diversify our portfolio in crypto bit trade with different holdings and different real estate, if you will, and we teach you to do the same thing. And we make those things available to members only. Now, what's going to change over the next 45 days? Ramon talked about it. He's traveling. You see the luggage in the background. We have meetings set up, okay, with a number of different people, okay, that are going to spark interest at a much higher level on the back end. We have essentially the ability to have a back end where Ramon, Joe, and eventually myself are going to be meeting with these high-level interested people. We also have what we call the retail facing. That's you. I'm speaking to you. Retail is you, the everyday person, where we're going to continue to have Joe and Ramon, even though we're all traveling, right? Come to you every single week, okay, on a webinar, and we're going to have special links set up so that you can invite anyone and everyone to that webinar. We're going to do the heavy lifting and selling for you. We're going to tell the story about crypto bit trade. We're going to let people know what we're up to that week so that you can just get people there. And it's our job, guess what, to do two things. Get them interested in our story, right? Understand that we're completely transparent. And two, get them in our community. Now, bottom line is, what community? Well, we have a Facebook page. Facebook group is going to be completely revamped. It's going to be much more user-friendly so that you can start to invite people into that group that are not paid members of Crypto Bit Trade. In that group, we will take the admins, the leaders are going to all step up to the plate. Each week, we're going to have leadership training every week. That's beside the webinar with Joe and Ramon, where we're going to essentially teach you how to sell the story of crypto bit trade. We're going to teach you all types of marketing. We're going to tap into this community that we have. We're going to make that community so that people don't have to worry about coming in there and being cross-promoted too. So there's going to be no cross-promoting, no cross-recruiting, anything like that. We're going to make it so that it is a safe space, if you will, for people to come in They see people having success, and we're going to make it so that if you brought that person into the group, you're going to get credit when that person is ready to sign on the dotted line and give their Bitcoin over to Crypto BitTrade. That is a promise that I make. We are going to use that Facebook group, not only as the official Facebook group for Crypto BitTrade, but the way that you can feel good that your job is just to share the story, to invite people to that group, to invite them to the webinars, and then we'll take care of the rest. And all we ask, and we'll teach you this, how to follow up with those people, get feedback from them, because we're going to ask our members, our paid members, to give us feedback on how we can make our webinars better, how we can make our training better, because ultimately, if we do that, okay, that means you guys get more signups. And if you get more signups, guess what happens? After we teach you the power of the binary, which has been overlooked by so many people, you're going to understand why we're allowing this change to happen. And come January, I'm telling you right now, when all this officially kicks off, we are going to explode. A membership is going to go from the few thousand that we have to that hard cap number of 10,000, like that. And you're going to be part of it. And you're going to be the reason we're going to be able to hit it. And you're going to sit there and you're going to say, I was part of that tremendous growth in the very beginning. And you're going to be proud to say, guess what? Hey, Ramon, man, 4 months ago, I told you get into Crypto BitTrade, but you hesitated. Now, guess what? It's closed a new membership. You know what? Let me put you on a list, because we might open up CBT 2B package, okay, for the junior varsity, because right now I'm on the varsity, all right? And that's the idea. That's how you create not only this vision that these guys have, this business model, but you also create, guess what? A sense of a closed community where we're going to all be positive and we're going to all be celebrating those victories that all of us have. And every time that Crypto BitTrade sends you an email that says, hey, someone signed up with you, don't you love getting those emails? And then you follow that up with another email from Crypto BitTrade support that says, you've just been paid. Guess what? We're all going to do the happy dance, because we're all in this together. Because ultimately, as Joe and Ramon talked about for that first 30 minutes, all right, they did this for one reason and one reason only. And that's because they were tired of all the scams and the BS out there. Well, guess what? So was I. All right. And what it comes down to, I can tell you, okay, I can't guarantee you that Crypto BitTrade is going to be here for decades and decades, all right? But I can tell you we're going to work our ass off to make sure that it's not one of those stories that everybody tells about, you know, guys running off with their money in the middle of the night. I can guarantee you that, all right? And that all comes from us having a partnership and agreement with you, okay, as members to say, listen, we'll do our part, but we need you to do your part. And that is remain positive, all right? Continue to share the story of Crypto BitTrade and just have people understand it's a very simple business model. And on that note, what does that mean? Ramon and those guys talked about it. You're going to see immediate changes in the Facebook group, different branding, image, things like that. You're going to see leaders being selected and put in a position to, guess what, do what they're doing now. We got a great crew of admin and leaders right now, like Paul, Anik, I mean, the list goes on, who are going to continue what they do, but actually even be more proactive in getting people active in that group. We're going to go even further. We're going to create, as we said, the webinar is going to create links so that you can share that. We're going to have that weekly training. And all the while we're doing all this, ramping up this organic growth, Ramon and Joe already shared with you, we're working on a bunch of different things in the background. Software. We're working on the ability from a marketing standpoint for you to basically link your team and give them all kinds of updates and follow-ups and things like that. Because the bottom line is we're going to work on the thing that people miss most. And that is adding value so that your mindset changes. Because if you guys along with us can imagine Crypto BitTrade, all right, getting to that 10,000 members in the next 4 to 6 months, and we all do that together, then guess what? We can make it happen, but we can't do it without your help. And so the question becomes, and we're going to ask you to do this at the end of this webinar, we all want you to pop into the Facebook group. And if you are all in with Crypto BitTrade, I want all of you to pop into the Facebook group and say, I'm all in with Crypto BitTrade. Let's go. Joe, Ramon, thank you for the time. I certainly appreciate it. I'm looking forward to basically growing, with this community and having all of us participate in this amazing next 18 to 24 months in this cryptocurrency space, because it is going to be a fantastic ride.
Thank you very much. Very powerful, as you can see there. For all of you that know him, you know the exciting stuff and the big stuff he's done with previous companies, and we're very happy and excited to have him here with us. Joe, can you unmute your own mic, or do you need me to do it? Okay, give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. So then again, just so you guys see the power and where we're trying to go. Our focus is to grow long-term, put in some powerful leaders, especially someone with the expertise as Big Lloyd. And again, we're looking forward to it because we're obviously going to be running around, creating bringing in more value to our company, as well as getting you guys what you guys wholeheartedly deserve. And that's, for you participating in CBT, we want to make sure you get exactly what we want to give you, what you earned and more. We also want to give you some education, trading, software. So if you're able to make your passive, your binary, and now trade on your own, so your earnings, you can take your earnings, start trading on your own using the software, making even more money. Very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. So that being said, we have a phenomenal future ahead of us. We got a couple more webinars before the holiday, during the holidays. We won't be on the holidays. Rest assured, we don't want to take any of your family time. But come January, it's going to really vamp up. Like Lloyd said, it's going to start. You're going to start seeing a phenomenal growth in individuals and membership base, and we're looking forward to that. With that being said, I want to thank you, Big Lloyd, for being here. Thank you for taking us on and seeing the vision with us, alongside us, and being a part of our program. We greatly appreciate you. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Joe. I want to thank everyone for showing up, and that's it. I'm done.
Hey, awesome. Thanks a lot, Big Lloyd. I was just listening to you, man, and this is not the first time I actually sat with you in person, and you just repeated what you told me when we had dinner, and hearing it for the second time, man, it's like I'm just mind blown with what we're going to bring to the table and the value that you're going to bring to the company. Man, I'm so excited, man. Just shoot me over a link. I'll sign up under you. I'll start my binary with you, man. This is awesome. Guys, do me a favor. We have a jam-packed call tonight. Just on the chat box, just press 1 if you're excited. 1. I want to see some ones. Ones. There you go. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see the chat, but it's blown up with a bunch of ones right now. Everybody's excited. This is our first webinar with Big Lloyd, and it's certainly not the last. And we're just gonna update you with what's going on. We're very, very excited. We're very happy. Thank you guys for coming on. Ramon, I love you, man. You're my brother. Big Lloyd, welcome to the family, man. There's a lot of things that we're gonna be discussing and doing together. So I'm just honored to have you on board. I mean, all these other companies, they specifically went to this man right here and they said, hey, we'll pay you to get in with us and blow up our company, do whatever you do. And you know what? He said, man, I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking for a place where I just want some real people, transparency, where I can plant my flag and do what I do best. And he chose Crypto Bitrate. So if a big leader like Lloyd Dutson chose Crypto Bitrate, you guys can rest assured that you can comfortably now go out, promote, and be like, hey guys, we got the best leaders, in the industry coming in, and we're just very excited. So do what you got to do, promote, and I think this is it, man. We're coming up on top of the hour. I don't know if I can take questions right now, but if you guys have any questions, just save it for the next webinar.
Joe, let's do this. I'm gonna close this up here on the last 2 minutes. And I appreciate that, Joe, Ramon. I appreciate both of you. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. What we want to do is we're gonna blow up the Facebook group. For those of you that are in, go ahead and get into the Facebook group. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you a favor. 1, pop in there. If you enjoyed the webinar, you like where we're going, let people know. and basically let them know that you're all in. All right. That's going to blow up activity inside that group. What you also want to do is you want to go to your Facebook wall. You want to right now, if you click on the little boxes up to the upper right, you'll see gallery view and you'll see speaker view. Click on gallery view right now and do a screenshot of this nearly 100 people that are on. Go ahead and do a screenshot, pop that on your wall, okay, and say, just got off an hour webinar all about crypto bit trade, and I am excited about the next 45 days. If you want to hear more, hit me up. I'll be happy to share. All right. These are things that we're going to be sharing with you on how you create organic growth. All right. Before we do any type of official, I'm not going to call it a relaunch, but Ramon and Joe and I have already talked about when we work the software in and stuff like that, doing, you know, a version 2.0 or whatever it may be. In the interim, all right, you want to get people into the group. How do you do that? By taking pictures like this and showing that you're not the only one on this call. There were nearly 100 people. Let people know that. People don't want to be left out of things, all right? So that's one tip right there. The second is when you get into the group and you bring someone in, make sure you guys are welcoming people into the group. Make sure you comment on other people when they add people, all right? And the leaders and the admins will continue to do their job, which they do a great job. That is welcoming people, but also reminding people there's no cross-recruiting. If people find the group, which they will, once we start to ramp up the Facebook algorithm, all right, that's my job, all right? People are going to find this group, all right? And it's your job to just keep selling the story. And the easiest way to sell that story is to invite people to the Facebook group. Easiest thing. Then inside there, we're going to have all types of content, all types of stuff that's going to, guess what? Want people to get more information. And if you've shared the story with them, you got them into the group, you follow up with them, we're going to make it easy that when they're interested in, guess what, signing on the dotted line, that they go back to you. We're going to keep reminding people of that. Like I said, the admins right now, Anik and Paul and everyone else does a great job, but we're going to ramp it up quite a bit. So that's a little tip from you. Do that. Let people know you're excited about the next 45 days. Tell them things like Christmas has come early. All right, because I'm involved in this company that is literally ready to explode come January. So it makes sense to get in now, all right, as, okay, a starter member. You guys do know that they can sign up with your link without spending any money. If they sign up, okay, you're going to follow up with them and at least get them in that starter package. All right. And then we will continue to add value so that we talk about the sweet spot. We talk about strategy, all of those things. That's all coming. But right now, your job is to share this enthusiasm. You don't need to hype something like a crypto bit trade. What you need to do is just make people aware of it organically, and we'll do the rest. All right. So, Joe, awesome. Ramon, I thank you all. 89, 90 people that were on originally. I thank you all for joining us. And again, we're excited about continuing to build out this vision that both these guys have. But I'm telling you right now, we talked about it for the last number of weeks. All right. We can't do it without you. This wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for all of you. And that's the one thing we're going to be highlighting come January forward. It's going to be about, obviously, Joe and Ramon and their vision. But ultimately, we're going to be bringing on members on a weekly basis to share their story, why they joined Crypto Bit Trade, why they're excited, why they're telling the story. And we want that to be you, because people want to join people, right, that are just like themselves. They don't want to join all the big gurus and all like that. They want to join everyday people because they see themselves that way. And guess what? They're tired of being burnt. They're tired of being scammed, and they just want something that works. It doesn't have to be 500,000 members and all that hype, all right? If they can be part of a community, that means a whole lot more than a company that blasts out there that they went from 100,000 to 300 to 500,000. Bless them, all right? I don't wish ill will on any other company, but I'm telling you right now, this business model works if you manage the growth. And you guys are all part of that as members. Now it's your job to go out and just get other people interested and let us do the rest. Joe, Ramon, that's all I got.
And that's all we need, man. I appreciate you. Once again, thank you everyone for coming on. Ramon, if you want to say a few more things, or you're done. All right, good. All right, guys. So let's leave the questions for the next training webinar. This was just a big webinar that we had to get it out there, and just to show you who's behind. You know, that we're transparent. The owners, of course, you know us, but who else is backing us up? And it's people like Big Lloyd, and he's going to bring a lot of people, more leaders, and you guys. You know, just go out there and do what you need to do. Stay focused. That's all I have to say before I go. Stay focused. There's always going to be another program that will sell you dreams and tell you get 4% here, 5% a day, 20% a day. Guys, you're looking for sustainability. You're not looking to make money today and not have anything tomorrow. You want to make a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, and a little bit for another 20 years. That's what you're looking for. Stay focused. We're here to stay. We're going to help each and every one of you make money. And like Lloyd said, we are a family, we are a community, and our goal is to make sure everybody's happy. And that's what we want to do. So
happy
thanks
holidays,
again.
everybody. Happy holidays. Enjoy your holidays.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
Be on the alert in the group for the next announcement for the webinar, which will come in a couple of weeks. All right. Take care, everyone. Pleasure meeting you all. I'll see you inside the Facebook group. Take care, everyone.
Awesome, guys. Thank you.